So today I am going to do a fall look. I'm going to keep it kind of simple, very earthy tones, and I'm going to do a monochromatic look. And I'm just going to go with that, play with copper bronzy tones, and we'll see what I get. Okay, so I've already started out by filling in my eyebrows, and I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow in the color medium brown. I haven't included in a video yet because I plan on doing a separate video all about that. Now I'm just going to clean underneath my brows with a concealer, and I am using the Maybelline Master Conceal. Now I like to put a bit on the back of my hand, and then with a concealer or a lip brush, a synthetic lip brush, I clean up underneath my brow. And then with the same concealer, I am going to cover my eyelid to cancel out any darkness, any veins I might have, just anything, any pigmentation I have there. Now on top of the concealer, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance to make sure my eyeshadow lasts all day. And I'm just going to put a very small amount. You don't need much. And just tap it in with my finger. Now I'm going to lightly set the concealer with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. Now for this tutorial, I'm going to be using the 35O palette by Morphe. This, of course, like as you can see, is like so perfect for fall. It has such nice, warm, easy to use colors. Now to start out with the eye makeup, I'm going to apply this shade to my brow bone and a little bit to my crease. Now I'm going to be applying this color as a transition. Now my eyes are a little hooded, so I like to bring my crease color a little bit higher than the crease so that when I open my eyes like this straight, you can still kind of see the color rather than just like a lid color and a brow bone color have to do. Now I'm going to grab this color in a more precise blending brush, and I'm going to put this one in the crease. I am bringing my crease color and my translucent color all the way in here, right beside the nose, because that's going to change my eye shape a bit. Like I said previously, my eyes are a little bit hooded, so sometimes I open them all the way and any color I have here gets lost. So I like to bring it all the way in here. Now for my lid color, I'm going to use this Infallible eyeshadow by L'Oreal in the color Amber Rush. It's like this beautiful copper color. So this, the best way to apply is actually with your finger. So I'm going to apply it just with the tip of my ring finger. That's the most delicate one. I am applying it all the way up to the crease. I am applying this color all the way up to the crease because when it's blended out, it just gives a different kind of color and it looks really pretty. Now I'm going in with the same tapered blending brush that I had before and just blending out all the edges. Now to darken it up on the outer corner, I am going to use this like chocolate brown in the middle. I'm just applying this to the outer corners, blending it just a little bit to the crease. Now, like I said previously, this all depends on your eye shape, what you like, what suits you. But me, that I have a bit of a hooded lid, I like to bring it up all the way up to here so it shows a little bit more. I repeat this just so everyone keeps in mind that we all have different eye shapes and you really have to find what works for you and what suits you. Now I'm going to put a little bit of this powder liner from L'Oreal. I'm going to apply a little bit of this to my outer corner just to change my eye shape a little bit. You can totally do this with just regular eyeshadow as well. I just happen to have this one that is easier and it works really well too. Now I'm going to curl my lashes, tight line with my Marc Jacobs black pencil, and apply a bit of mascara to my upper lashes. And I'm going to be applying false lashes, so this is just to prepare my eyes for the false lashes. And for mascara, I'll be applying the L'Oreal Voluminous Million Lashes. Now lashes I'll be wearing is the Koko lashes in the style Soho. They're very flared out and like wispy, but they're not too full and they're super long. Now while my eyelash glue dries, I'm going to apply my primer, and I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It Featherweight Primer. Okay, so the other pair were way too big, like it would just cover my entire eyeshadow, so I went with another pair by Koko as well in the style Queen Bee. These are really big too, but trust me, they're not as big as the other ones. So now that I have my primer on, I'm going to go in with my foundation, and I'm going to be using the Urban Decay All Nighter, and I'm in the shade 3.5. This foundation is honestly so amazing. Like, the coverage is just incredible, and the tone also is really good for my skin because it's very yellow toned, but not too yellow. I don't know how to explain that. I'm going to apply this foundation with a buffing synthetic brush and then go over it with my beauty blender to make it like really look like it's my skin. Now for contour, I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour, the cream contour kit, and I just uploaded a video on how to contour, so I'm not going to get too in depth on what I do, but it's pretty much the same thing. Now to conceal the dark circles under my eyes, I'm going to use the Naked Skin Concealer in the color Peach, and I'm going to apply just a little bit right where I have a darker color. Blend it out with a brush and go over with my beauty blender. For my under eye concealer, I am going to use the Born This Way concealer by Too Faced in the color Light. I'm applying this in a downward triangle shape to really highlight underneath my eyes. Now I'll just blend it all out with my beauty blender. And here on the edge of my eye, I am kind of cleaning it up a little bit. I don't want a sharp line, but I do want a bit of a definition. That's why I do it with my sponge. Now to conceal on the sides of my nose and any blemish I might have, I am going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the color 20. For this step, you could even use a little bit more of your foundation just to give you an extra coverage. I just happen to have a concealer the same color as my foundation, so that's why I use that. But your foundation can work just as good. Now I'm going back into my contour shade and pressing this on my hairline just to warm up my forehead a tiny bit. My jawline. I'm really not grabbing any extra product. I'm just using whatever's left on the brush. Now I'm going to contour my nose with the same cream contour. Now with another brush, I am going to highlight my face with the highlight color right here, the middle one. And I'm going to apply this to the parts where the sun naturally hits my face. Here I'm going in again with the cream contour, the darker shade. Now I'm going to blend all that out with my damp beauty blender. Here I am tapping on the same spot because I want to blend out the edges without actually moving the product too much around my face. So I keep the highlight and the contour exactly where I want it to be. Now to set all this, I'm going to use my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I am going to bake lightly underneath my eyes and just dust a little bit of powder all around my face. Now this foundation is pretty matte. You don't really need to set it. I am just doing this so that when I go over with my bronzer or anything else, it's not going to stick and look blotchy on top of that foundation. I do it just in case. For bronzer, I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Baked Bronzer in Tahitian Glow. I'm actually not going to apply blush, so I'm going to use this bronzer as like a bronzer slash blush. I'm going to apply a lot in the front parts of my face to warm it up. Now I'm just dusting away all the excess powder. I don't like to leave it on for too long, just a couple, 2 or 3 minutes, it's good for me. Now I'm going to finish my eyes and just put some eyeshadow on my lash line. I'm going to go back into my Morphe palette. I'm going to grab this shade right here, and I'm going to put this one all over my lash line and make it pretty smoky, like a warm smoky. I'm going to grab a bit of the Infallible shadow. I'm going to apply this one more towards the inner part of my lower lash line. Now for my outer corner, I'm going to apply this middle beautiful chocolate color. This one I am focusing it only on the outer corner and connecting it to the top shadow as well. Now I'm going to grab the black eyeliner from before. I'm going to line only half of my waterline. So I'm going to go from the outer corner all the way to the middle and stop there. I'm going to go back in with the chocolate brown and blend it a bit. Now I'm just going to apply some mascara to my lower lashes and my top lashes as well. Now for my highlighter, I'm going to make it super bright today. So I'm going to apply a base. This is the ColourPop highlighter in Spoon. Okay, now from the Sundipped Glow Kit palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, I'm going to go in with the color Moonstone and a little bit of bronzed. Now the color bronze, I'm going to apply it more over here in between the high points of my cheekbone and my bronzer. I'm applying some of the moonstone on my mouth and my nose. And I'm putting a little bit of bronze on my forehead.
Because why not?
Okay, now I'm going back in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow just to clean up my eyebrow where the product has been removed a bit with my foundation. Now to set my brows in place and help with the color a little bit, I'm going to use, I don't know what it's called, it's just color tinted brow gel from L'Oreal. Because I forgot to do my inner corner highlight on my eyes. So I'm going back into the Morphe palette. I'm gonna grab this shade for my inner corner highlight. And I'm grabbing some of this color right next to the previous one for my brow bone. And now for my lip color, I'm going to line my lips with a lip liner by Annabelle called Nude Lustré. It's like a metallic nude color. Now for my lip color, I'm going to use the ColourPop liquid lipstick in Man Eater. And I'm actually focusing this color mostly in the center. Now to finish the entire look, I'm just going to apply my setting spray, which is the All Nighter by Urban Decay. Cover myself in this. Feels so good. Okay guys, so this is the final look. It is very shiny and like metallic-y and glittery, but I love it. I really hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video.